ones. Today we are going to be doing the air sign readings for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra today. And this is for love for September. Today we are going to be using the Gilded Tarot deck. This deck does have reversals in it. It was the first tarot deck I ever owned about over a decade ago now. We have All Things Intuitive The Hidden Truth by All Things Intuitive Oracle deck to get some hidden truths. We have Between the Lines by All Things Intuitive, an Oracle deck. I don't think they sell this anymore. I just now realized that a few minutes ago. And then the Wild Unknown Archetypes Oracle deck. There was some dust on that top card. I hadn't used that deck in a while. So I'm going to be doing the same thing as always to keep this video flowing because I've got a lot of readings to get through today. I will be shuffling off camera, laying out the cards, and taking a moment to kind of really resonate with them before we dive in. I really like to make sure that I get all of the intuitive messages through for the reading before I need to, and it would just make the video way too long to do that in the video. So that way we get straight into the messages without 10 minutes of watching me shuffle and kind of meditate on the cards. We will be starting with Aquarius, and then Gemini, and then moving on to Libra at the end. These are collective readings, so take what resonates and leave what sorry, there's a motorcycle. Okay, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And as soon as I push record, the motorcycle again. If your vehicle's that loud, it should be illegal. Anyways, so love readings can apply to singles, couples, situationships, whatever your personal chaos looks like right now. So let's go ahead and get started. We will start with Aquarius. Alright, Aquarius, we are kicking off your September love energy with the 5 of Wands. Conflict, tension, those like little spats that somehow blow up bigger than they need to. This isn't necessarily like a full-on breakup energy or anything, but it is feeling like you and your person or someone in your love sphere are butting heads, or dealing with some kind of clash of priorities. Next to that, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is where I get the sense that someone has a lot they want to say, but they are biting their tongue, whether that's to keep the peace, avoid a fight, or because they're afraid of the fallout. There's this energy of suppressed truth here. That tension from the 5 of Wands might be simmering instead of exploding, but it's still there. And then we have the Judgment card in reverse. The Judgment card reversed, this can be about refusing to see the full truth of a situation or putting off a decision that you know you need to make. It's that I'll deal with this later energy, even though deep down you know later might just make it messier. And then the overall energy here for you is the 4 of Cups. Disappointment, feeling stuck, or just emotionally checked out. The thing is, in this card's imagery, there are 3 cups that is knocked over, but there are still 2 standing over here. So not everything is lost there. There's still something worth salvaging if both people are willing to actually acknowledge it. And then the Oracle card from the Between the Lines deck is Innovative. This is basically a reminder you need to keep doing this. This is a reminder that if you keep doing the same thing in love, you will keep seeing the same result. If you want to change, you might have to approach this connection differently than you normally would. And then we have from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, we have stupid. I think this is 47. Either way, it's the empty room. A dark space, and it's still, and it can feel lonely, but you have like limitless potential. It's the feeling of absence, but it's also the possibility to fill that space with something new and better. The question is, are you going to sit in the emptiness, or do you start creating and filling up that space? And now in the Hidden Truth Oracle deck, we have, I wish I had treated you better. This could be someone's thinking about you now, or it could be your own realization towards them. Either way, it's an acknowledgement that something in this dynamic hasn't been handled with the care it deserved. It could be both of you feeling this way about each other, and even if you don't, maybe both of you need to feel that way about each other. Not in every situation, but just to keep in mind. So Aquarius, September's love energy feels like holding back, avoiding big conversations, and sitting with the weight of what's not being said. There's still something here worth saving, but that's going to take an honest and maybe even an uncomfortable conversation to shift things. So get innovative and about how you approach it, because the same old script isn't working anymore. I don't know if we will do a general or career reading or anything before then, but I will see you next month for your October love reading, Aquarius, and I will see you then. Alright, now let's move on to Gemini. Alright, Gemini, so just like Aquarius, you are starting off with the Five of Wands, conflict, tension, the occasional petty spat, whether this is with a partner, a love interest, or even just yourself. There's a bit of competitive or combative energy lingering. This isn't the most romantic start to the month, but it does tell me that something about your love life is off balance. Next up here we have the Page of Cups. That youthful, curious, and sometimes naive emotional energy. This can be sweet and playful, but paired with the Five of Wands, though, I'm reading it as someone who might approach a tense situation with optimism, or even a bit of emotional inexperience. It could be someone offering a small gesture of love or apology, but not necessarily in a way that fully addresses the bigger conflict. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Cosmic, not right now card. This is stuck energy, cycles repeating, or feeling like fate is just not moving in your favor. Whatever the Five of Wands conflict is, it's not resolving overnight. This month feels like you're sitting with it and sitting in it for a while. Your overall energy here is the Six of Pentacles, and this is where there's hope. This card's about balance, give and take, reciprocation, and it's a reminder that healthy love is an exchange. It's not just one-sided, and with the Wheel reversed, the Six here says the way forward is through restoring fairness in the dynamic. And then the In Between the Lines Oracle card we have On a Budget. And while this can be literal, maybe some of you are navigating financial constraints, but I'm seeing this as an emotional metaphor, conserving energy, not overextending yourself in love, and maybe being mindful of what you can give and what you get back. And then the wild archetypes of the unknown. I keep forgetting the name of this deck. We have the Shadow. I think this number is 28, But I haven't used Roman numerals in so long, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is though. Anyways, this is about the parts of ourselves or of a relationship that we would rather not face. You see the images of two overlapping diamonds creating a darker space in the middle. That represents the tension between what's seen and what's hidden. In love, this can mean confronting uncomfortable truths, unacknowledged desires, or old patterns that are quietly shaping your behavior. And then we have in the Hidden Truth Oracle cards, we have I left you before you could leave me. And, this doesn't have to be literal. It's the self-protection move, pulling back, disconnecting, or sabotaging before you can be hurt. Whether that's you or your person, it's coming from a place of fear, not malice. So, Gemini, September in love is about tension mixed with emotional hesitance. There's curiosity here, but also patterns that keep you stuck. The Six of Pentacles on a budget both point to balance and give and receive in equal measures. The Shadow says don't shy away from the hardcore conversations or parts of yourself you'd rather ignore, because that's where the real shift begins. So, let me know if you would like to see a specific type of reading, like career or general or whatever. I can't promise that I'll get to it right away, but just so I can add it to the queue for later, let me know. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next month for your next month's love reading. Alright, Libra. So, for Libra, for love, for September, we have, we open here with the Fool in reverse. So in the upright form, the Fool is about taking leaps, embracing new beginnings, and throwing caution to the wind. However, in reverse, it can be about hesitation, the fear of risk. But with the rest of your spread here of other cards, I'm really getting more that there's something different with this card in you. I almost get the possibility of throwing away caution after a period of long time of holding back. Almost like you are right at the edge of doing something bold. The second card here for you, Libra, is the Sun. One of the most positive cards in the deck. This is warmth, optimism, and feeling lit up about a connection. It can mean things are going genuinely well, or that your outlook towards love is getting brighter. And next up is the Nine of Cups. This is totally the wish fulfillment card. This is satisfaction, getting what you want, or at least feeling closer to it. When paired with the Sun, it really paints a picture of emotional and romantic contentment. And then the overall energy is the Queen of Cups. This is someone who is motorcycle. Anyways, where was I? This is someone who is intuitive, nurturing, and balanced. This is a good sign for emotional stability in September, even if the circumstances aren't perfect. So the tarot portion, really great. We have the Between the Lines oracle cards. Out of that, we've got in a relationship. So for some of you, this is thorough. You are in a partnership and things are in a good place. For others, this could mean you're interested in someone who's already taken, or you're navigating feelings where there are boundaries you can't ignore. I guess some of you could be in a relationship and have feelings too for someone else. And then we have the Hidden Truth Oracle card. We have I wish things could be different. This is where the nuance comes in. Even with the Sun and the Nine of Cups suggesting good vibes, there is an undercurrent of something unfulfilled or constrained. It could be longing for more time together, wishing circumstances were simpler, or wanting to shift the nature of a connection. And then we have from the wild unknown archetypes, we have the Judge. This archetype is about discernment, clarity, and making choices that align with your integrity. The imagery with contrasting quadrants, we have a watchful eye, we have a hand signaling to stop, offering help, and even a partial skull. Speaks to seeing multiple sides of a situation. In love, this can mean weighing the brilliant possibilities, with the Sun, the Nine of Cups, against the realities of a relationship. In a relationship, I wish things could be different. The Judge asks, what decision will you feel proud of later? So, Libra. September's love energy looks bright on the surface, but the oracle hints at some deeper complexities. For some, it's about enjoying the love you have, while acknowledging that there's still things you would change if you could. For others, it's navigating the moral or emotional crossroads of wanting something that's not fully available. The Judge says, choose that path that honors both your heart and your integrity. I also want to note that, I don't know when this video will get published, but I'm recording this on August 8th, or August 12th. So, this is for September, but my point in that being, if you're looking at this and thinking to yourself, oh, I just can keep doing what I'm currently doing and it'll be great. Not necessarily. I mean, we do have that energy here from the Fool, where he was holding back on something, whatever. And, so I think that there could be some changes there in a positive way in September, but it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, just wait and do absolutely nothing, and so there is that energy. I think that's it, Libra, and let me know if you guys would like to see career readings or general readings or maybe something in particular like that. Let me know. And I don't know. I don't think my ASMR audience really wants to see those other things, but if anyone here does, then I can maybe look at adding some more types to the queue. Anyways, just let me know. And also, I think this is going live Monday. I think. So, if it is, and you're seeing this, and you're like, where was you this weekend? I thought there was going to be daily uploads. I think the daily uploads is actually hurting the channel at this point more than helping it. So I'm going to upload Monday through Friday instead. I'm not going to make a big announcement other than this right here. If you happen to be an air sign and you're watching this, hello. Sorry to everyone else who probably will never hear me say this, but yeah. Just Monday through Friday probably for now, because like I said, it seemed to kind of be hurting the channel. So anyways, thank you for being here. And I will see you next month, or for the next type of reading if we do one before then. Bye, my little whirlwinds.